Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Every deed is filled with greatness. You top personalities of the world are special and great souls. The speciality of your personality of purity is that every deed you do is filled with greatness. You souls, with this spiritual personality, don't waste your energy, time, or thoughts, but you use everything in a worthwhile way. You souls with such a personality never allow trivial matters to occupy your minds or intellects. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 31. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Today's topic: every deed is filled with greatness. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay, good. When we started the Bhakti Parivar, in the beginning we took lot about centers, we showed building of every center and lot we did so that we are together. But it was COVID time and a lot of them were not able to come to center. But also one of the thought was, how will new Baba's children remain connected with Yajna? How will they know that who are the ancestor souls? So based on that, we start creating different dadis, their whatever. And you know how much time it takes to make one clip. I see some here make it. And that time people were not working, schools were closed. Many young people really could have got into very much trouble, different thing, but they got involved to help us in making these clips, and they're still doing it, even if they are working. There are 110 of them doing translation, making clips. So even little thing what you saw, that the Gulzar thing, now to find that class, the video of that time, then to take out little bit, quite a work. But as I said, my feeling was that we got so much from Dadis, from Yajna. What about new ones? So Avyakti Parivar, yesterday there were 450 live, and of course and then YouTube there were 100. 500 are listening now. But the aim really was to bring souls closer to Yajna, closer to, and then create that within ourselves, and how our Dadi's personality was, that how they, so it's only by listening to them. Plus, I think we all should remember that Dadis are shown as the roots of the Kalpa tree. So Baba is the seed and they are the roots. So when I came in Gyan and started doing service, I always connected souls with Dadi Janki, with this Dadi, because I thought that this is from where they will get true sustenance. I think most of you remember, those who have met Dadi Prakashmani, how many beautiful experiences which new souls will not. Well, of course, so if we ourselves, instruments, are also connected, you feel their presence, that much new ones will also do it. So Vyakti Parivar is not just, okay, some points, or it's a lot of work, lot of effort. And worldwide, it's not, like some centers, even in India, when they do bhakti, they will just play this, a Vyakti signal, and then because it's lot Baba is giving us. And how do we, for ourselves and new members of the family, to give them that richness of yagya, of ancestor souls. That's why we play these things, right? Okay, we have Brother Ken, just few minutes. Homework, our homework is every deed or action filled with greatness. You top personalities. Who? You. Raise your hands. All top personalities, right? Not ordinary. You top personalities of the world are special and great souls. Just give yourself that thought, a great soul. The speciality of your personality of purity is that every action you do is filled with greatness. Like this morning, power of love is a greatness, no? Not a common thing. Generally it is anger, authority, control, right? But love is the greatness. You souls with the spiritual personality, that's where people will recognize when you use these powers of virtues, then. So I was saying great personalities don't waste their energy, time, and the thoughts, but you use everything in a worthwhile way. For little things, stop there. You don't need to keep thinking, keep speaking, or Baba says, you souls with such personality never allow trivial matters to occupy your minds or intellects. So this will be our homework, and of course it should become then our personality. This is a small matter. Why we are digging, making it big? As I mentioned, Dadi Janki, anytime Dadi is such a big situation, she will say, make it small. No, Baba says then morely, mountain into mole into cotton, and blow it off. And if we mentally start doing that, it will happen practically also. Otherwise, I shouldn't say it, but lot of time just goes into this soul, that situation, that scene of. You can't stop it, can't control it, right? But my own stage, the way I do, to keep myself full of energy, enough time for myself and spiritual service. Not all the time. Admin is important, but through spirituality. More we become spiritual, more we have greatness, then everyone does what they have to do. What I have to do is just give them sakash and love or whatever. That's what my learning is happening also. When I have to divide myself into half of the time even now on telephone meetings of India, and then, of course, whatever we have to do. So this really helps. Where I should spend time, how much energy, how much, So I think we all have to be ready, for our role in the world. Or as Baba says, you all are personalities, spiritual personality of the world, right? Okay, Om Shanti. You say a few words about yourself. I think people know you all over the world, but it's good. There are many new ones also in a Vyakti Parivar.
Om Shanti, everyone. My name is Brother Ken, body name. Originally born physically in Australia, but I came in again in London, and I was asked to go to Brazil by Daddy Prakash
How
Mani.
many years in Gyan?
50.
50. Give a big hand to half a century. 50 years is long time of the life. And what is your body's age?
My body is age 72.
So you came in Gyan when you were 22.
That's right.
That's amazing. 22 years old, young brother. And now he is big brother.
I was in Gyan for only 4 months when I started a centre
Yeah.
in Sydney. But
In Australia, a lot of centers at that time were brothers who were taking care
yeah,
of.
we started, then Charlie came and we got things going. But I don't think I'm here to talk about myself.
No, little bit is good, we know, no? You want to know anything more about Brother Ken? What more?
What do you want to know? At the moment, we set up a team for Latin America, and so there are 18 countries in that part of the world, and the core team is here, and we're trying to really integrate everything at the moment. Whatever we did in the past, of course, it seems so. For me, it's hard to remember the past unless it's really relevant. If it wasn't relevant at the time, I won't remember it. So, as you say, there are so many great memories of our daddies and situations, and they all visited that part of the world. And even you came every year. You used to come every year.
Daddy, yes.
And visit all of our places. And so we also went around with the daddies even in that part of the world.
And Daddy went up to Chile, I remember.
Daddy
And
Janky went
watching from the plane window, so much water, ocean, like she was very...
Daddy Janky went to Chile when there was even not a centre there.
Yeah.
We organised
Same
programs.
as Argentina. Daddy Gulzar, Brother Rick, we all went. Nothing much was happening. Now it's like...
Yeah, Daddy Guzar also went, Brother Jagadish went to here and there, all of the seniors, Bridge Monbai, the daddies, Daddy Ratan Mohini, you were there with her. So, very interesting, everything. It's, as you say, they left such a mark on us. And I was just thinking, this whole idea of, it's not a common phrase to say the personality of purity. It's not a common way to look at things, but for me it means how our original sanskars are visible and how that impacts on people. You know, our dear sister Noni, she won an award of being the most inspiring woman of Peru. So that's the personality of her purity.
She has so many milestones, in the sense of people recognition and but look at her, she wants to be a good yogi, she wants to take the way she is sitting. And whenever she gets something, she calls me, say, but you don't need to tell anyone. She wants to remain incognito. But Lord, tomorrow we might get time, little, every country, every instrument, something special, but lot is happening in Peru.
That's the personality, that's the greatness of her personality. And
so now she is paying more attention to self.
Yes, I told her
because if you are in front of public, then...
Didi, Vyakti Parivar might be thinking they want to see her.
Yeah.
Can we stand up?
Stand up. Stand up, Noni, come on.
Just go there and just stand up there. Right there. Just right. No, right there. Yeah. Can you zoom out, please? 1 second. 1 second. Go that side a little bit. Yeah. Now, yeah. Got it. Now say hello. This is our angel.
Have you ever seen her without a smile?
Never.
No, not only smile, without laughter. They all laugh. Where is Hasmukh?
Hasmukh.
He laughs, so we gave him name Hasmukh. That means all of them, 3-4 of them, constantly...
The ones from the center in Peru.
Yeah, all Peru angels come in front.
Rocio.
Anyone else from Peru?
Veronica come.
They all laugh all the time.
They all laugh
so some people thought it's like mockery, right? But the work they do, the house they got, and I was last there, they wanted to get house and somebody just gave them a big house, right?
So let's give a big hand. Wonderful.
So,
take mic, no?
Take mic.
Did you hear? Okay.
I was just thinking the Pope came from Peru because of your good behavior and outstanding effort.
So this whole idea of personality, of purity, reminded me of these ones. Yeah. Greatness of their personality has done so much service.
But also, because also humility is there. No?
Yeah. That's why they're embarrassed sitting up in front of you.
Okay.
Thank you. So, when this picture of Baba is my favorite one, this one. Where you see Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba together. And recently I was in Australia, and there's in the centre of Wilton, there's a similar Baba picture there. And I was just sitting in front of the Baba's picture and Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, and a thought came to me that how was it for Shiv Baba to come into Brahma Baba's body? And of course he came and did everything, but he was absolutely unaffected by anything of Brahma Baba, his life, his story, his body, the role that he had as being looking after the yajna. Even in the Sakar Murlis, Baba says that there are so many responsibilities, so much on my head, but Shiv Baba would never have had such an experience. So I was just playing with the idea and see what you think. That Shiv Baba comes, does what he has to do through Brahma Baba, and is completely unaffected by anything of Brahma Baba. So is it possible for us as souls, like Baba says, we have to be like avatars, that we come, like we are incarnations.
Incarnation.
We have incarnated to do Baba's service. So is it possible for me to have the consciousness of being a pure soul coming here and not to be affected by the body, by the roles, by the story that I've been living through?
Stages of others.
Or the stages of others, or anything. And so I was thinking it's a pretty good yukti to play with. What do you think?
Yeah, when I go in Baba's room and I look at Baba and I say, you are sitting here and doing everything, right? And we all are running around, which is okay, necessary. But I do also feel that Bap Dada, then awake Bap Dada. If you look at Bap Dada, really that's why we take drishti, so that you are inspired by how they played their part. And not only that, but sometimes I say, two of them sitting together in a little space, right? And here first request we get is single room. I want single room. Majority we want. Even Shashiban says, but we don't have. I'm just saying it that how did they manage to be together? Highest on high, and then of course ordinary, even he was great and pure and all that.
We're very simple at the same
but
time.
how Brahma Baba, he said, I haven't given this knowledge separately to Brahma Baba. I speak through the mouth, he listens also. And how he is listening, and Srimat is created, systems are created. It's amazing, no, his intellect to change God's knowledge into a yagya or a family, it's quite a task. So, I think that's what Baba says, that I think it's after a long time we're talking about is avatar, like I have just come, soul in the body, I do my task, and then I go about. We need all these practices, and it's good to revise the points so that when we revise, then we say, okay, we haven't done this for a while too. So it's a very, very good thought.
Today, Didi Gayatri Ben told some beautiful stories that illustrated how we should be like this that we're talking about. And so she remembered, and I remember because I was there, how in the beginning when she'd just taken on the role of in the UN, and trying to explain to the senior brothers what it was like. And in her mind, or even in her words maybe, she was with the idea that they probably won't understand. And so she talked to Daddy Gulzar, and Daddy told her, just check your language. It's not just checking your language, checking your attitude, right? So if you have an attitude, and you're taking from that story, the attitude goes in front of us.
Yeah.
And so it reaches people before our words do.
Shadow is behind, or attitude vibrations.
Yeah. Attitude goes in front of us, and it sort of creates the scene, the setting in which we have success or not. So it's not just attitudes, desires. If I want to interact with someone and I have an attitude which is very limited, or if I have a desire which is very personal, it will affect the way that other person will react, because it's already at a level which is not exactly elevated.
It was Dadi Prakash Mani who came to visit New York. So we took her to UN, So we were 3, 4, 5 in saris. So when we came out, a lot of people wanted to take photos, no? And so we are standing, Dadi, some of us, and so Dadi said, we should be here. We should be here. And I remember that I questioned a lot because we were paying a lot of rent and it's not a center that you get contribution, so it has to come from Bandara. So after 2-3 years I went, I told Jagdish Bhai them, we really don't need an office. No, that address was doing international service, no? People saw at United Nations their office. Even we had a little desk, in the beginning. And we were paying only
It
120.
sounded great.
In the big hall, there were 5 tenants. So Nirvar Bhai sat there, Dadi and felt so proud. We continued and then rent keep increasing so one day all Jagdish Bhai, they all sat and kind of in a very stern voice, we have to continue this office. And so I remember we were getting one big one, so I asked Eric, our New York Eric, I said, how long our lease should be? He said, lifetime. So I said, so much rent.
Until the destruction. Until the destruction.
No, actually, we don't have time. Before we used to take, when we had NCCs, take in bus and visit UN. But now, Baba there was one office, now we have 2. It's a very beautiful office that, people live in wonder. And so what we were paying, and now Baba owns it in the sense there is maintenance of building and all that. But Baba has a quite beautiful, the way Julia is here now, she has come. Julia, where are you? Come. The way she has set up office, 20 people can come and sit. They have fridge, kitchenette which they close, open to give tea. Every Thursday, good get together. Lord is there. Savita is also with you, right? So now Gayatri Ben is the chief, but
Come, Gayatri Ben. The whole Yagya is the whole Yagya proud of the work we do through the UN? See.
Savita come.
Savita come.
Because they have
Say
to
hello
go.
to Avyak Parivar people.
So they have to go to office. They take turns, 2-3 days. 2-3 days, one go, 2-3 days, other go. Julia just came from London. There was call of time, no? She helps in London.
Where's Savita?
She is from London. It's okay. 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 Anyway, they work hard and and has created quite a good image of Brahma Kumaris. They always, whenever they can't, they're not able to do anything, they say,
Get the mic. Get the mic. This is.
Next to the lady, the most influential lady.
Where's the mic?
so how many years now at UN?
Sabita, please come in the front. Sabita?
No, yes,
Last
it makes
call.
us feel proud, not old.
Just one
Actually,
line.
1981, that's when our records show. But I feel proud of the UN because Daddy Kumarka's thought created it, and Didiman Mohini's footstep. She was the first one that went into the UN. So Ken, like you, I cannot forget them and the power they have left. But the story you shared, Ken, for me, I'm still thinking about it because what Daddy shared then, I just saw it, as you said, as an attitude I had to change because I was speaking to these senior brothers and it was the way I saw them that was most important to my awareness, attitude, and vision. And if I saw them as senior brothers, I could never think they won't understand.
Right.
But today, I shared a story because that young person was also identifying you don't or you won't understand as the link between the elders
Yeah, they
and the
won't
younger
understand.
one.
Yeah.
That's how they start. Both of them start. But what he connected it to that I didn't at that time was trust.
Yeah.
And he says the minute you use those words, you erode the fabric of trust in the relationship. And that's what I'm thinking deeply about. How does trust get eroded with these words you don't understand? And so thank you for reiterating it, because it's something I'm thinking of. And our dear brother
Beautiful
Ken,
story.
one of the questions I want to ask him is that when you were in your heydays, you used to wear these long robes.
Yeah.
Why did you wear those long robes? And you're so bright when it comes to not just religious perspectives, but actually living in the religious domains of the various faith traditions. And so maybe you could share a little bit of that with us, because your intelligence, your spiritual intelligence just isn't, of course, Baba's Gyan, but it's also your life experiences as a young person that very few of us know about.
Oh, yeah. That's another story. It's another. But no, when I came to Baba, I was really sort of deep seeker. And I'd spent 6 months alone and in silence, meditating, trying to understand the universe. And just after that, I came into Gyan. So the only clothes I had were Moroccan clothes, and that's where the big robe comes from, because I'd been in Morocco. Didn't have any other clothes, just Moroccan clothes. Oh, everyone in those days had long hair. It was even Charlie. The first time I met Charlie, he had a big hair, a big beard, and a sheepskin coat.
When they went to London
It's
Centre,
like hermits.
so they told Dadi, we don't have money, but we can do gardening, we can help you to clean outside. Dadi was very touched that they are so young, but they know what is seva, how to serve. If you don't have money, then you can use body or whatever. So Dadi always quotes them. So, okay. And Brother Charlie had been really traveling. Yesterday he sent me, he was in Thailand 3 weeks. He was in China. Had been very lot travel.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's been a great
anything
journey.
you have? We have just few minutes to then finish.
Anything else? How do we make circumstances into miracles? Yesterday's point from the Borg message.
See, I don't know how many of you remember that when center in the Poland was created, right? So there was poverty. So everyone, like we contribute literature, we used to help. One day Dadi said, there is nothing like poverty. Just think, we are, Baba says, richest, holiest, highest. Just have that consciousness. And don't keep thinking, I need help, I need money, I'm poor. All that is your, just always think, we are Baba's children, we always, all that, and things start changing. So miracle is when you are in any extreme situation. One time, Dadi Janki called me to go to Malaysia. There's call of time and someone couldn't go. So I called Malaysia embassy and they said 2 days. You send your passport, we will process. And I was supposed to be there like tomorrow. So I told Dadi, I said, I don't know if I will make it. You can make it. Dadi never, she always said, you can do it, you can make it, you can. Somewhere we sit back if any situation comes. How will I manage? No, so your mental energy is getting low. And then you're not, but receiving help from Baba. Baba, I want to do. There are many centers, from time to time, they need help. They have mortgages, all that. So I always try to see whatever little saving is there, let them use, because it's not you getting any interest in bank or anything. So as soon as that, I said, okay. But then those souls, those who, like one of the center, when they received help, they internally didn't want it to get anything from Yagya. But something happened that, we had been helping, it's all right. But suddenly a big offer came from somewhere with big amount of money. And I say, this is somewhere their purity. And their whole thing is that I want Yagya to give me something. They feel now whether I gave or anywhere. So what I find that there is always, when you are in a particular situation, God wants to give you more, but we gave up. And when we gave up, even if He is ready to give, but you're not there, whether it is spiritually, whether it is financially, whether it is relationship, I see wonders every day. I don't want names to be told, but those who have that honesty, how Baba finds a way to maintain their dignity, honesty, and everything gets done. Lot of these miracles happen. So don't, see, sometimes the situation, circumstances, I was telling them, we had annual meeting, some of the reactions were happening. I said, when a problem goes in the intellect, your solution power gone. Because your now intellect is only thinking of problem.
Yeah.
But if you decide, problem is there, but I want to keep my intellect, solution-based intellect. So, like I heard something, person is describing immediately, do this will happen. Because 1 year, Dadi Prakashmani, we all had done homework on becoming image of solution. But when intellect goes in the intellect or heart, then you keep thinking about it. So you're thinking more of problem than of the solution. Some are very good in that, but some, they sit with that. Now how can you see the miracle? No?
Yoga
So
with the
that is
problems.
why clean the intellect. Don't keep any problem, situation. We are great souls, so Baba says for trivial matters, but lot of stuff when I see, I said, what's going on? I shouldn't say it, but since I had been given little bit kind of responsible role, and I see we all could go above, we all can go above and manage whatever. Whether resources, whether cooperation, whether your own stage, Somebody asked me, oh, you must be very responsive. I said, no, I am not responsible for anything. I am responsible for my own self. Because if I keep myself okay, everything which will happen will be okay. Right? So each one of us, I always tell everyone, just be responsible for yourself. To be happy, to ascending, to positive, all this is my responsibility. And if I am fulfilling that, other responsibilities get fulfilled. Otherwise, when you think, oh, I am responsible for 2 million souls now, or this person, so big institution, no. I just say I'm responsible for myself. No, so that works in a very beautiful way, and you don't feel heaviness, burden, or. But thousands of situations. Nirvar Bhai, one time Bhumi went for something because it was first time in Shantivan with so many comments, so many. So Bhumi was talking. Nirvar Bhai said, it's a big family. Big family means big. Lot of things will happen. You will hear this, you will hear this. So after that, we always say it's a big family. Okay. Well, we need more time with Brother Ken. It will happen. Anyway, thank you. Right? Om
Thank you, Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti, thank you very much. That was a very special, actually, to have you all here. And Avekti Parivar, we are feeling so happy that whole region is here with us in Peace Village, and we are part of them. So tomorrow also we will connect with them from Amritwela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And then 6 o'clock we will start meditation in Avekti Parivar, and then we'll connect with Inspiration Hall in Peace Village and classroom for Hindi and English Murli on Zoom. One will be in main room, Hindi will be in main room, and English will be in breakout room. In the afternoon, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Avekti Children class, 3 to 4 p.m. Avekti Youth class. In the evening, 6 o'clock Bhatti will start. And yes, we are getting very special treat from Moini Didi this time. That's 7 to 7:30 p.m. special meditation. I'm sure everyone had good experience today in silence. So that will continue for next few days, and then we'll have Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. And there will be a special something happening after chit chat. So surprise. So please be with us for full time so you can enjoy with us. So now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi, and not only that, but on Sunday as well. We have very special, because whole region will be joining us on Avekti Parivar in the morning with Bhog and everything. So that we will announce tomorrow, the whole program for Sunday. Om Shanti.